Good evening and I welcome you students. Today is a very important topic student, and that topic which we are discussing is hybridization. Hybridization student. Why do we need hybridization? This is an important question student. What is hybridization? What we say student, if you want to form a covalent bond, we have discussed the chemical bonding student. What you need to form a covalent bond? Covalent bond is formed by how student? You said there should be atomic orbitals. ठीक है? And when an atomic orbital has unpaired electron, ठीक है? And there is another atomic orbital of another atom, ठीक है? It should also have unpaired electron, and they have opposite spins, opposite spins. And what happens then? You are saying there is a overlap of the atomic orbital. ठीक है? Overlap of the atomic orbitals containing one electron each. ठीक है? This is how a covalent bond is formed. Is it right? If I say a student, for example, if you have hydrogen, what is the configuration of hydrogen? 1s1. You are saying hydrogen is 1s1. ठीक है? Hydrogen is 1s1 student. Another hydrogen is coming. This also is 1s1 student. 1s1. These are the two atomic orbitals. So what will happen? When these atomic orbitals 1s and 1s will overlap, what is the result of that? This has what student? 1s, spherically symmetric, and there is another 1s, and they are overlapping. How this overlapping takes place? What we are saying, student? Let me put it like this. This is one. This is another students. Okay. And you have this pairing of the electron. You can see these two electrons have got paired up. And what has happened, student? There is overlap of the atomic orbital. This results in the formation of a covalent bond. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Covalent bond. Now the problem comes, student, if I consider the formation of student compounds of carbon. For example, formation of methane. So that means there will be overlapping of the atomic orbitals of carbon, the valence orbital, the valence shell electrons. And they will overlap with the electrons or orbitals of the hydrogen, and then bond will be formed. Let us see what is the carbon, what is the atomic number of carbon is 6. 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2 students. What it means? Carbon has got, this is carbon. How many electrons are here? 1, 2. This one, outer shell, 2s and 2p. How many are there in the p? So according to this picture, student, there are two orbitals in the 2p which can overlap to form bonds. But here you are getting the formation of CH4. How will you get formation of CH4, student? Tell me. Then what we have to do, student? This electron must be excited to the 2p vacant orbital. What will be that? This is called the ground state of carbon. This is the ground state of carbon, student. Now I am saying excited state of carbon. Excited state of carbon. This will produce how many? If I put slightly this higher than this, the energy of 2p is greater than that, student. There is some slight difference. Okay? Now how many unpaired electrons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it can form four covalent bonds. Yes or no? Can it form four covalent bonds? Tell me yes or no, students. It can form because there are four atomic orbitals. You can see four orbitals are there, student, which can overlap with the hydrogen atom. What is hydrogen? Hydrogen is 1s1. There are four of that. Four are coming. This is our hydrogen. Four are coming. So they can overlap, students, and form covalent bonds. But the problem is, you already know what is the shape of 2s and 2p orbitals. You are aware of the shapes of 2s and 2p orbitals, students. 2s orbital is spherically symmetric and 2p orbitals are, there are three number shaped p orbitals. X, Y, and Z axis, they are perpendicular to each other. They are perpendicular to each other and 90 degrees to each other. So how, if this will form bonds, then there will be different type of bond angles, students. But what was obtained experimentally? Experimentally, students, it was found that CH4 molecule is tetrahedral in shape. Tetrahedral in shapes. And the bond angles between HCH bond angles, student, all the bond angles were found to be equal. Equal, and how much? 109.5 degree. All the bond angles were found to be equal, students. 109.5 degree. Experimentally. How will you explain this, students? Can this explain this? The answer is no. So what was done, student? It was suggested by Linus Pauling. Who? Linus Pauling, student. Pauling introduced the concept of hybridization, students. Pauling introduced the concept of hybridization. Pauling introduced the concept of hybridization, students. What is hybridization, students? It Pauling did a great work by introducing the concept of hybridization, student. What he said, what was suggested by Linus Pauling, student, that S and P orbital, they get mixed up. S and P orbital. These S and P orbital, these two S and two orbital, student, they get mixed up and form equivalent orbitals. They form equivalent orbitals of equal energy. Equal energy, student, and these are called hybrid orbitals. What do we call them? As hybrid orbitals. Therefore, what we are saying now, there is a mixing of these two S and two P orbitals. They will get mix up, student. Mixing, it takes place, and the result of this is the formation of new orbital, students, which are equivalent. And what happens in them? You are getting, students, 1, 2. How many are mixed? 4. So 4 new orbitals are formed, student. 4 new orbitals are formed. This is called, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons in each. 1s and 3p. How many are there? 3p and 1s. They mix up, and this is called sp3. sp3. So what you get, student? 4 equivalent hybrid orbitals. This is hybrid orbit. How many will be formed? 4 are mixed. 4 equivalent orbitals are formed. Why will they form, student? Why will they form? That question you can ask. Actually, when the atoms approach the carbon to form the bond, student, before the atoms form the bonds, hybridization takes place. Because by hybrid orbitals are more effective in overlap. What is the important point to note, student? Hybridization occurs because the hybrid orbitals point towards the atom to which they are bonding, and they produce more effective bonding. Why that it takes place, student? Question. hybrid orbitals overlap more effectively, students. They overlap more effectively. Therefore, student, what will happen? If overlapping is better, overlapping is more, student, more effective, more energy will be released during the process. Every process needs energy, students. And if we can overcome that energy, when hybridization takes place, energy is required. And when atoms start approaching the carbon, student, four hydrogens are approaching the carbon, hybridization takes place, and hybrid orbital forms four bonds with the four hydrogen atoms, and more energy is released because the more the overlapping, more stabilization, more energy will be released. That compensates, student, the energy required to form the hybrid orbitals. Ultimately, all I'm trying to tell you is hybridization produces more stability. Why atoms are combining, students? They want to be stable. They want to become more and more stable. So where more stability will be there, that direction will take place. Therefore, student, I hope the point is clear that hybridization takes place. The extra energy which is required for hybridization is provided when the bonds are formed by the carbon and hydrogen with the hybrid orbital. That energy is more than the energy required to form hybrid orbital. It compensates that, therefore, hybridization. So this is the first example. What will happen then, students? What will happen in this case, student? What happened is that we are saying when CH4 is formed, student, then you are saying there are two S and two P orbitals of the carbon. They get mixed up, student. They are mixing up, okay, and they form hybrid orbitals. When one S and three P mix up, they will form how many? Four equivalent orbitals, one, two, three. And students, they will then combine. These four hybrid orbitals will then overlap, student, with these four hybrid orbitals. Once they are formed, student, what will happen? These are electrons, students. They are of same charge. They will try to go farther away from each other. And four sp3 hybrid orbitals will take the shape of a tetrahedral, student. How do you draw a tetrahedral? For example, if I show it something like this, student, tetrahedral, these are the electron, students. Hybrid orbitals, these are the hybrid orbitals. How many are formed, student? One, two, three, and four hybrid orbitals are there. sp3, four sp3 hybrid orbitals are there for the carbon, student. And then hydrogen, what is hydrogen? 1s1. How many are there? Four. So students, this is our hydrogen, 1s orbital, and they will come.
Yes, sir.
They will come and overlap. Hydrogen, student, one hydrogen, other hydrogen, next hydrogen, and there are four hydrogens coming. These are the unpaired pairing of the electron taking place, as you can see, student, in these. So what is the result of this? That you will get the formation of C. How do you represent this molecule now, students? Three-dimensional representation. We told you, student. Three-dimensional representation. I told you how do we represent, student. One is the dark H, and student, other we represent like this. Okay, okay. Can you see that, students? These two are in the same plane of the paper, plane of the blackboard where I'm writing. This is a dark wedge, student, which means it is pointing towards the observer, and this is going away from the observer. Is a three-dimensional picture, student, and the bond angle, all the bond angles are equal 109.5 degrees. Total 360 degree. Three-dimensional, I've seen tetrahedral figure, student, in maths. So this is a story how the hybridization takes place. And students, now since the overlap of the orbital, there are four sp3 hybrid orbitals. and they are overlapping with 4 1s orbitals of the hydrogen. What type of bond will be this, sigma or pi? Tell me what type of bonds are formed, student. These are sigma bonds. This is a sigma bond. This is sigma. So there are 4 sigma carbon hydrogen bonds. To minimize the repulsion, student, we have already told you earlier also by drawing the Levy structures, how there are domains, student, electron domains, and they try to go farther away from each other. So all the bonding angles are 109.5 degrees, students. This is how we explain the bonding in methane. So sp3 hybridized and 4 sigma CH bonds are formed in the case of. Is it clear, students? Now let us see bonding in ethene, student. What is the formula of ethene, students? C2H4. If I draw the Levy structure, you know about it. How many? There are 2 carbons, 1 and carbon 2, students. And what you have, they are forming, student, how many? 1, 2, 1, 2, hydrogen, 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 students. And inside this, you have how many, student? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the story of this ethene Levy structure. Now let us see each carbon. What is carbon 1? Again, you have 2s and 2p, 2s and 2p. These are the electrons, student, in this carbon. Okay? And the second carbon, if I represent, student, what will happen? This carbon 1 is bonded with 1 carbon and 2 hydrogens. This will form bond with what? 1 carbon and 2 hydrogen. Is it clear? How many? 1 carbon and 2 hydrogen. So how many orbitals will be used? Then tell me. In this case, student, you have seen, this is the story. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
1 carbon is bonded with how many atoms? 1, 1, 2, 3. How many orbitals it will need? 1s and 2p. But it will need, student, 1s and 2p orbital. Therefore, they will undergo sp2 hybridization. What I am trying to say, student, 1s and 2p, they will form 3 equivalent orbital, student, sp2 formed, and 1 electron will be left. 1 electron is left, student, unused in the 2p orbital. It is left unused in the 2p orbital. So these 3 sp2 orbitals are what are formed, students. So I'm telling, this is my carbon. The 3 sp2, 3 domains of electron. What will be that? It will be a triangular planar. Triangular planar, students. And bond angle will be 120 degrees. This angle is how much? 120 degree. Each is 120 degree. Total 360. Total 360 degree. Yes. So what will happen then? What will happen? What we are showing, student? One orbital, another orbital, another orbital. sp2. This is sp2. Similarly, there is another carbon, carbon 2. It also shows the same sp2 hybridization, student. This carbon. This will undergo overlap. This is another sp2. This is another sp2. Okay? Can you see 3 sp2? How
Yes,
many?
sir.
3. 3 sp2 orbitals. And they have electrons, student. 1, 1, and 1. Now what happens? The hydrogen will come. It will have opposite spin. Hydrogen, opposite spin, and another hydrogen is coming, opposite spin. So this is hydrogen, this is hydrogen, this is hydrogen. This. So carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen. This is sp2. Now there is one vacant orbital on each carbon. This one. It is left vacant p orbital. Not, it is not vacant. It has one electron. This is a one of the p orbital is left, which has one electron each. One electron each is there, students. Is it not there? Is it? It is there. So you are left with, student. You are left with what you are left with. It has one p orbital. It also has one p orbital. Okay? There is one electron. What will they do? They are parallel to each other, students. When orbitals are parallel, three p orbitals are perpendicular to each other. You know about it. When they are parallel, what type of overlap will take place? Tell me. If the orbitals are parallel, students, what type of overlap is taking place? What is this called? Sideways overlap. That was end-to-end overlap. Sideways overlap. And what they are forming, student? Pi bond. This is a pi bond. And when they are overlapping like this, students, what type of bond is this? Sigma bond. Is it clear?
Oh,
I told you in the last lecture, sigma and pi bond. This is sigma bond, this is pi bond. So what will they do, student? What will they do? They will overlap to form a pi bond. They will overlap to form a pi bond, students. So this is shown like this. So what is the result of this, student? This is carbon, student. And I am showing something like this now. There is one hydrogen, students. And students, hydrogen, and students, hydrogen, okay? Hydrogen, and what you have, what you are forming, student, something like this pi bond, something like this pi bond. This is a pi bond. How do you represent then? C double bond C. This is our ethane, student. Ethene. Each carbon, this is ethene. This is my ethene, student. Okay? Carbon 1 and carbon 2. Therefore, I can say that, student, carbon 1 is sp2 hybridized. Carbon 2 is sp2 hybridized. Okay? So sp2 and s orbital of the carbon, and the CH bond means carbon sp2 and s of the, and hydrogen s orbital, and hydrogen s orbital, they are overlapping. S orbital of
yes,
the
sir.
hydrogen and sp2 of this, they are overlapping.
Yes,
And
sir.
students, this will be sigma. How many sigma will be there? There will be 4 CH sigma bonds. And one carbon sigma bond. One. And one carbon pi bond. Is it okay? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
This is sigma, this is sigma, this is sigma, 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 and there is one pi bond. Sigma, 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 one sigma, and one pi. So students, there will be sigma and pi bonds, and this is called sp2 hybridization. What is the shape of that, student? Triangular, planar, and what is the bond angle? What is the bond angle, students? What is the bond angle? Tell me, what is this bond angle which we have shown, student? This bond angle, you know how much?
There is
120 degree.
120.
Each 120 degree. So whenever sp3 hybridization, all bonds are sigma, because there will be questions on sigma and pi bond, students. And sp2 double bond is there. That means there is a one pi bond, and then there is a triple bond. We will see that also. You have noted down this, student, and I will proceed for note down. Note down, students.
Which writing?
Write down, student. Writing is very, very important. You will write down everything, students. Can we proceed further, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us see now the hybridization in ethine. That is a C2H2. C2H2, students. How we represent that? You know, each carbon is bonded to how many atoms? One and one, two only. How many hybrid orbitals we need here? How many hybrid orbitals we need in this, student? If you have seen the Lewis structure, what we said? This is the Lewis structure, student. You have seen. Now each carbon is bonded to how many? Two atoms. One and one, two. Therefore, student, in this case, what will happen? This is our carbon. How many orbitals you need? He to form bonds? Only two. This is our 2s. This is 2p. So what will happen, student? There will be sp hybridization. Only you need two, student. Sp hybridization. And then what will happen? If this hybridization takes place, student, you will have two electrons in the 2p orbital. I am showing it like this, students. How many orbitals are left? These two have been used, student. You are left with, and you have this sp hybridization. This is your 2p. So 2p x has been used, 2py and 2pz are still there. They are, once they form sigma bond, they will only form pi bonds. You know about it. Clear? Because the p orbitals are perpendicular to each other, student. You have seen the shapes of the p orbital. So what will be the result of this, student? Each carbon is sp hybridized. Each carbon is sp hybridized. Then what will happen? You have something like this, student. sp hybridization, student. How many orbitals will be formed? Two orbitals. This carbon. You have another carbon, student. Two orbitals are being formed, carbon 1 and carbon 2, students. There is an electron here. That is one electron here. Now another electron is coming from this hydrogen. Another electron is coming from this hydrogen. So what will happen? This is also hydrogen. They are forming bond. Now how many orbitals are left? You have seen two. Let me change the color, students, here. So students, what is left, student? They are perpendicular to each other, student. P orbitals. If this is z, then this is a x and y, student. They are perpendicular to each other. Okay? Can you see that? So what will happen then? What type of overlap? There will be sideways overlap, student, and this student, double lines. Okay? Can you see? Sideways overlap. So what will be the result of that? C H C H, student, and you are showing it like this. You are showing it like this. So how many pi bonds are there, student? How many sigma bond there? One sigma, and there are two pi. And this is sigma. This is sigma bond. So there are two CH sigma bonds, one CC sigma bond, and C triple bond. C means, students, two pi bonds. Two pi bonds. Clear? This is a triple bond. This is a triple bond. So there is a formation of sigma, formation of pi bonds. There are two pi bonds, okay, which are shown here, students, as you can see that. And this is a Lewis structure which we have shown. In other words, students, I can say something for carbon compounds. Mainly what type of hybridization I am showing student here. Carbon does not have d orbitals. 2s and 2p only. Carbon, he has only 2s and 2p. It belongs to the second period. ठीक है? No d orbital is there. No d orbital is available for bonding. So what will carbon form? It can form what type of hybridization? Hybridization, student, I can write. How many types are shown? sp, sp2, sp3. Clear? Orbitals used. 1s, 1s is used, student, and 1p is used here. Here 1s and 2p are used. Here 1s and 3p are used. Is it clear? Orbitals. And how many hybrid orbitals? In sp1 and only 2 hybrid orbitals, 3 hybrid orbitals, 4 orbitals. Okay? And the shape, what is the shape of this linear? Okay? Trigonal, planar, and this shape is tetrahedral. Note it down, student. Note it. ठीक है? Further, I can say student, but I can do. How will we determine the hybrid? First, you note down this, then I proceed further.
Which writing?
Write down. If you have
You can
noted,
continue, sir.
okay. Now, important question is coming for the paper. He says how to determine students, how to determine hybridization of an atom in a molecule or an ion using student electron domains. What are electron domains? We discussed that in our previous lecture, students, when we draw the Levy structures. We have already shown you if how many electron domains are there, what shape it takes, student. For example, I am taking student. If I have a BF3 student, I say predict the hybridization using electron domains. What is the Levy structure of BF3 student? What is boron? Atomic number 5. How many electrons it has? Student valence electron. 2, 3. What that? 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. How many it has? 3 electrons. Boron has got how many students? 1, 2, and 3 electrons. 3 valence electrons. Right? And you have F3. 3 fluorines. What is fluorine, student? 9. Atomic number of fluorine is 9. So how do you write 1s2, 2s2, and 2, 7, 2, how many are there? 4, 4 and 5, 2p4. Okay, fluorine is 2, how many? 7 electrons. How do you represent fluorine? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many electron it will share? One fluorine will share how many? 1 electron, right? So what you are getting, student? Tell me, am I right? This is the Levy structure. Each pair of electron or each single or double or triple bond is called one domain of electron. How many electron domains are there here? 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 electron domains. And when I told you if there are 3 domain electrons, students, how many are there? 3 electron domains are there. Is there anything else? Nothing. So when there are 3 electron domains, what will happen? They will go farther away from each other. This will lead to sp2 hybridization. This will be what hybridization? sp3, students. sp2. How many orbitals will be required? 1, 2, and 3. In other words, I can put in another way. I can say 3 bond pairs are there in this BF3. And 1 0 lone pair. There is any lone pair on the boron? No. Total 3. When sum of lone pair plus bond pair is 3, student, then this is 1s and 2p3. This is sp2 hybridization. And sp2 hybridization will mean, student, trigonal planar. ठीक है? Trigonal planar shape. What will be the shape, student? Basic shape I am saying. Basic shape will be trigonal. So we can draw that. Tell me, is it right? What is the hybridization
Yes,
of boron? Question, what is the hybridization of boron? Boron is sp2 hybridized. Is it clear? How many domains? 3 electron domains.
Yes, sir.
Okay, student. 3 electron domains. So what will happen, student? Let us consider the case of NH3, student. He says find the hybridization. Hybridization. How will you find the hybridization? If I use electron domains. You have 1 minute to answer the question. 1 minute to answer the question, student. What is the atomic number of nitrogen? 1s2, 2s2, 2p7 है ना? 2p3, 2s2p3. So nitrogen has got how many Students, 5 electrons, valence electrons, how many? How many valence electrons? 5. How do you represent nitrogen then? 1, 2, 3, and 5. This is nitrogen. How many hydrogens are coming? Atomic number 1, S1. So each hydrogen, there are 3 hydrogen, means there will be 3 electrons. Valence electron, 3, total 8 electrons. How many electrons are there? Total 8. So how 1 hydrogen? If I represent hydrogen by 1 electron cross hydrogen, hydrogen, then what is happening? So how many electron domains are there in this case, students? How many electron domains are there? 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I can say that there are 3 bond pairs and 1 lone pair. So 3 electron domains, bonding electron, 3 bonding pairs of electron and 1 lone pair, student. Okay? What it means, there are total 4 electron domains. And what is the basic shape? Total 4. 1 lone pair, and the basic shape will be what, student? Tetrahedral.
Yes, sir.
And sp3 hybridization. Hybridization is sp3. If you ask question, basic sp3, what, there is 1 lone pair of electron. As how do you draw tetrahedral? I told you. You have, students, how do you draw NH3 then? You already know. Then 2 hydrogens are in the same plane, student. And you have 1 lone pair of electron. What is that? Lone pair of electron. You see that? Or you can put it like this. Here, 1 lone pair of electron is there. This
Yes,
is a
sir.
lone pair of electron, but tetrahedral sp3, but because lone pair is not visible when you will see the shape. If you ask the shape of this, then it will be what, student? Pyramidal shape. This will become trigonal pyramidal. Because lone pair is not visible in the shape. But hybridization is sp. Okay? Lone pair plus bond pair 4. Then the total result hybridization of ammonia sp3, student. Note it down, then I proceed further.
Yes, sir.
Noted?
Wait, I'm writing something more.
Okay, write down.
Continue, sir.
Okay, now he says find the hybridization of CO2, student. You have 1 minute to answer the question. Carbon atomic number is 6, 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. In the valence, carbon has got 4 electrons, valence electrons. How many? 4. And oxygen, you know, how many oxygen is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, students? 6 electron, 2, 4, and 6. And each oxygen will need 2 electrons. Will share 2 electrons. Each oxygen will share 2. How many?
Yes, sir.
There are 2 oxygens. So what will happen then if there are 2 oxygens? So each oxygen is forming a double bond, student. 8 pairs, 8 electrons. There are 4 pairs of electrons. If you draw the Levy structure, you already know, student, what I'm saying. What
Yes,
you
sir.
have? C. This is how many?
E
4.
double bond O.
How many electron domains will be there? Then each double bond is taken as one electron domain.
Yes, sir.
Each double, if you complete this, then they have like this, student.
There are two electron domains.
2 electron domains. Each double bond is, student,
So that means CO2 has two electron domains.
1 electron domain. It has 2 electron domain. So carbon has 2 electron domains, student. If there are 2 electron domains, student, then what is the result of this? What is the result of this, student? Carbon has 2 electron domains. Then what will be the hybridization? Hybridization, talking of carbon, this central atom. 2 electron domains means there are 2 double bonds. Each double bond is also taken as one bond. Then it will be sp hybridization. And if it is sp hybridization, student, what is the result of that? Shape is linear. Bond angle will be 180 degree. 180 degree, students.
Can you ask the questions again, sir?
I said CO2, you have to find the hybridization using electron domains. What we find in the central atom carbon, there are 2 electrons. Therefore, it is sp hybridization. Angle is 180. The shape is linear. Shape is linear. Okay? Now we say find the hybridization in ozone. O3. What is oxygen? The central atom is oxygen. There is another oxygen. There is another oxygen, student. Okay? 3 oxygens are there. What is oxygen? Atomic number 8. 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Okay? Oxygen. Each oxygen forms a double bond. How many valence electrons are there in the central? This is my central oxygen. Oxygen has got 6. And each will share. Each is forming a double bond. Each is forming a double bond, students. With this 2 oxygen atoms. So there is another oxygen atom. There is another oxygen atom. So they have 6 electrons. They need 2. They need 2. This will form a double bond. This will form a double bond, students. Okay? So what is the result of that, student? They are sharing 2 electrons. Sharing 2 electrons. Total 6, 2, 8 and 10 electrons. Out of 10 electrons, what is happening? How many are gone here, student? Double bond. In double bond, how much will be used? In the double bond, student, how many electrons will be used? If I have this ozone, you have a double bond. You have a double bond, student. Okay? 2, 4. This is 6 out of 6. 2 and 2, 4 are used. 1 lone pair will be there. So you have 2 double bonds and 1 lone pair of electrons. Double bond is taken as 1 domain, 2 domains, bonding domains, and 1 non-bonding domain. Total domains 3. Total electron domains 3. 3. So if there are 3, then what hybridization is there? sp2 hybridization. Student. This is sp2 hybridization. And then what is sp2? What is the shape of that? You already know. You have oxygen. And you have this. But one is a lone pair of electron. And you have oxygen, student. These are the double bonds. Got the point? The hybridization is sp2. What is the hybridization in ozone, students? sp3. The basic. This is the basic shape. Actual shape will be, because there is a lone pair of this, actual shape will look like bent molecule, because lone pair will not be visible. Lone pair is not visible when we will determine, student, by experiment. Therefore, I can conclude, student, or key takeaway. What is the key takeaway of today's lecture, student? What is the conclusion, student? Key takeaway. What is the key takeaway, student? I can write that electron domains. And because we will solve questions on this, student. Basic shape. Basic means hybrid shape, student. And hybridization. Tell me, if there are 2 electron domains, what is the basic shape, student? Linear. And what is the hybridization? sp. If there are 3 electron domains, basic shape is trigonal planar, students, and sp2 hybridization. If there are 4 electron, then what is the basic shape? Tetrahedral.
It is tetrahedral.
And
is
hybridization?
sp3 hybridization. sp3.
Okay. Clear? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, so this ends up the topic of hybridization. You see how easily you can learn and solve questions for practice. So all this will be useful for your competition exam like NEET, G, or whatever papers you are getting, students. Try to understand and learn each and everything, student. And then good night. Then I will see you in next class. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, good night. And my best wishes to you, student. Keep working hard for the exam. Time is less.